smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I look at you and know it's alright. You read my mind, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I don't need another love. Yeah. We do this every day. We do this love for life. You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Sunday adventure, the Clubhouse Chaotic Chat, where the ladies sit down with another incredible person from our community. Tonight's no different. We've got a great guest. We're looking forward to getting to know her a little bit better. Kate, OOO Da Lally Lane, will be here in just a few minutes. If you're new to the channel, do us a favor, hit that like tonight. We always try to get up into that triple digits with the ladies, which is awesome. If you're enjoying yourself and you want to come back for more, these ladies are live every Sunday night at 6 o'clock. Subscribe it up. Come on back to the channel. Disney content on this channel 5 to 7 days a week on average. And of course, if you're watching the replay, it's real easy for you to leave a comment on the video. If you have a question that we don't get to throughout the interview, leave it in the comments section at the end of the video, and for sure we will try to get that answer back to you. Let's get things rolling and get things highlighted over here. Two lovely ladies with me tonight of our 5. Hello, Mandy. Hello, Steph. Good to see you guys
Hello.
both. So first we should acknowledge, of course, as we always do, because we never want to forget our friends. Tina's working, so she's got that going on, so much love to her. Jen's celebrating her son's confirmation, big day in life for him, so she is with her family there. And then of course we have Miss Dame Dystopia, who is a little bit under weather, so thoughts and love to her, to hope she feels better, so she can be back at it annoying cakes early in the morning. That would be a good thing. Mandy, how things with you today?
Doing okay, but I'm going to tell you right now, I dislike daylight savings time. For whatever reason, I can fall back easily, but the spring forward, I'm like messed up for a whole week.
Yeah, I get you. I had trouble this morning. I finished up stuff here in the studio, kind of like, I don't know, it was close to 1, and I laid down on my bed. I was like, let me look at TikTok for a second. And then all of a sudden I looked up and it's 4 o'clock, and I'm like, what happened? So yeah,
Wow.
and then I had to be up for church early. So it is what it is. Steph, how are you today?
I'm doing great, thanks. I had a good weekend. I went down to Virginia for my daughter had a wedding shower with her
Nice.
fiance yesterday, so it was really nice.
she got in the shower with her fiance. Wow, you guys drove
Yeah,
that just away.
we're kind of a
That's
progressive family, so
that's
you know.
amazing. That's impressive. More people should do that. And we've got 70-degree weather coming this week, so that's going to be a good thing. So, all right, well, let's get things rolling. I'm going to take over and say hello to chat because I would really prefer that the ladies be handling as many of the questions as possible, as they do a much better job than me. So I'm going to go up here to the top as far as I can go. I'm going to pull out the hand and put it on the proper way. And there we go.
See, I thought with you doing the chat, you
Nope,
know, the
I've
two
still got
of
it
us
right
would
here.
have.
I'm ambidextrous. I'm doing both. Darla, hello. Aliens wear green hats. Katie Phillips is in here. Great partner of the channel. Mike Beachman, Paul Engel, Nanny Pooh Bear, some great moderators in here. Oh, come on now. It jumped all over on me. I love it when it jumps. It always wants to jump right when you start. There we go. Back to it. Jen, Lily's Life Mom. Hello. Welcome in. Andy22, Vicky Gillespie. Great to see you. Cakes is in here. Hello, sir. Welcome in. Regina Erie. Hello, Regina. Welcome in. JC Skipper Brian, my good friend. Hello. Good to see you. Stacy D. Tigger fan. She's going to be a guest on the channel a little bit down the road, which we're excited about that, talking about everything she's doing with her channel. John the Corn Dog is in here. Great supporter of the channel. Hello, John. Matt Walter is in. Hello, Matt. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Miss Debbie Bernfeld. Hello. Great to see you. Debbie's been a huge help with all the sports. Ken, Lily's Life Dad is in here. Good to see you, sir. Welcome in. Lucinda Campbell. Hello, Lucinda. Welcome in. Mr. Rainwaters. Timothy Rainwaters in the house, everybody. Good to see you. Scooting down here as we go through and make sure I'm not missing anybody. I think I got April Bounce a Journey, but I'll do her again just in case. Spaceship Ears, John, watching in from the Seattle area. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you for coming in tonight. And as it's skipping all over the place, you guys are chatting. Walking Beyond Borders, hello. Great channel. I'm going to be featuring them tonight on the Dialogue show at right around 11 o'clock tonight. So we're going to talk about that brand new channel right there. There's a couple others we're going to talk about as well. The Park Bopper, I see you're in here. We're going to talk about him tonight as well on the 11 o'clock show. We got some great channels we're going to feature tonight. Dean the Turkey Legster, hello, friend. Plymouth Rock is in the house. Welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. Scooting down. Janice Dizney. Hello, Jan. It's always good to see Jan when I see her down in Disney a lot. Freedom Alley. Hello, Fred. Welcome in, sir. Great to see you as well. Miss Jennifer Caruso. Live streamer extraordinaire from the parks Tuesday nights. We love Jennifer Caruso. Joe Watchbrick. Hello. Great to see you. Joe was an excellent interview on the Wednesday show a little bit ago. Katie Loves Disney is in the house with us tonight. Main Street Nick. He's in the house. He's so excited that my Ravens got new players. He just sent me, I'm just loving it. He sent me a note. Don't tell my dad. I said, nope, not going to tell your dad. Movie Mania Nick. All the Nicks are here today. Good to see you, buddy. Was just chatting with Nick a few minutes ago. O'Connell, you got your name back. Nice. Welcome back in. Cool. I think I'm getting close. Nicole, hello. It's a lot easier when you can write it down. And especially when you don't have ads coming up on your thing as it's doing it. That's something. Oh, that's great. That just made my life. All right, let me go back down. Karen, Dessert Girl, hello. Welcome in. Great to see you. Allison, A23. Hello, Allison. Mike Beachman, hello. Good to see you, buddy. Daniel Barry, hello. Surfer Girl, hello. Cherie. Nemad, Art by Nemad, one of our partners and sponsor segments is Art by Nemad. He's a part of our charity event also, along with Katie Phillips. Ellie, hello, Ellie. Make sure I didn't miss you. Phil Collins is in the house. Strawberry Field Fairies in the house. Boy, we got a lot of friends coming in tonight. George S. Cook is in the house. All right, if I missed anybody, I promise you, I will get you along the way. Please don't reach out to Regina and hire somebody to come after me. So, try to make sure I control that. All right, let's get over into our chat tonight and get things going. We need to do a quick recap of our last show. And Steph, if you could help me out with that tonight, that would be awesome.
Sure, I'd love to. So last week we had a great show. We had Heather and Omar here from Dutchyland. It was truly an awesome night getting to know Heather and Omar to learn more about them, who they are beyond the screen. We had the opportunity to dive into their Disney journey and from the very beginnings of their love for Disney and how that got started, the path that eventually led them to our community, which we're thrilled to have them with us.
Yes.
We want to sincerely thank our guests for sharing some truly magical stories from their adventures in the parks, those unforgettable moments that remind us why we all love Disney so much. It was so special hearing about their favorite collectibles, and the personal memorabilia, that's a hard word to spit out sometimes, that mean the most to them, each piece carrying its own history and significance. And of course, we can't forget the fun conversation about the two incredible drinks, the illumination and the moon rocks, which made the night even more memorable. We're incredibly grateful to Omar for taking the time, especially with the time difference between us and them,
Absolutely.
to share more of his channel. And he and Heather are they're building together. It was inspiring to hear about the biggest influences in their lives, both personally and along their Disney journey, and how those influences have shaped the heart behind what they created. It was so enjoyable to hear them talk about the differences between the parks here in the United States and Disney Paris, and how each location brings its own unique personality and magic. So if you would please leave a comment for us in the comment section of last week's show, letting us know what you thought about it.
Absolutely.
What did you think about having somebody from the Netherlands on our show? That was pretty exciting.
That was a packed house. Fantastic. Well over 100 people watching the live stream and a ton of comments afterwards. So definitely go check out Omar, the interview with he and Heather, and also their channel. Before I go over to Miss Mandy, I have to say that Francisco's here. Dave's Disney Dreams here. Lily is in the house, but Mandy told me I'm not allowed to play her soundbite. So I'm not going to do it since Mandy threatened to walk out of the stream if I played the soundbite that I wanted to play for Lily. So also there's 60 some people in here right now and only 57 likes for these amazing ladies and our guest tonight. Like up that vid. Let's get it up over 100 and get it rocking. Mandy, tonight's guest is going to be a lot of fun. Maybe we could introduce her kind of to everybody before she gets here.
Yes. Tonight's guest is someone who's been a wonderful supporter of our Disney community channel for close to a decade. Over the years, she's worn many hats within the community, serving as a moderator, a dedicated viewer, a participant in countless conversations, and a true supporter of many Disney content creators. She's also been incredibly generous, contributing to multiple community events and charitable efforts, always willing to give back and help make those moments even more special. In addition, she's been an active participant in community meetups and gatherings, building friendships and connections that make this community so unique. Tonight, we have the opportunity to get to know a little bit more about a friend of our community, someone who becomes much more than just a name in the chat when she sits down and shares her story. So, in just a little bit, our guest tonight's Kate, known to most of you as OOO Da Lally Lane.
I love it. Great job. Love it, love it, love it.
Talk to her in a few minutes.
Big Benny's in here. Ben's in here with us. And thanks to Katie Loves Disney for 8 months of support to the channel. Jeff Mitterling, hello. Welcome in as well. Well, as we always do over here on the channel, we try to have some fun. And I try to stump the ladies. Darla, Alienware Green Hats. I don't know if I missed you, but I can never miss Darla on a Sunday evening. Great to see you. We like to do the trivia questions. I try to stump everybody. Last week I had a good week. I was stumping everybody. I don't know. We'll see if it goes back to the old routine today. These are pulled at random, so there's nothing there. So Mandy, I'll start with you for the trivia question. Here it is. Who is Miguel's idol in Coco?
Wait, who is this for?
This is Mandy.
Mandy. Ernesto de la Cruz?
It is. You are absolutely correct there. I have to give you applause there. Great job. Crushing it. Okay. Stephanie, in Hercules, how many muses are there in Hercules? How many muses are there in Hercules?
That's what I thought. Yeah, three. Three.
Wrong. Sorry. Sorry.
Nuh-uh.
You get Lily's soundbite. The answer is 5.
For real? I remember 3.
I remember 3 too.
You guys got to watch the whole movie. There's 5. Even our good friend, hello Roberta, said there's 5.
Man. All right, Paul, we're watching that tonight.
Welcome into
Sorry,
Roberta.
Steph.
Welcome into Mayor at Chicken Hill. Mike is in the house. Also, real quick, before I go on to our next segment and get our guest in here, I do want to remind everybody of 2 quick points of reference for this week because they're important. We got a great crowd in here tonight. One, I don't have it right here. One of the mods can go grab it. Our good friend of the community, Mike Wheeler, is going through a lot in his life. He's in chance of losing his home, and I've been recognizing and acknowledging it on my streams to help him out. There is a GoFundMe. Again, this is completely optional with everything we do on my channel. Please don't feel obligated, but if you know Mike or you want to help somebody, you want to do something good today, one of the mods can drop the link in for Mike's GoFundMe. He's going through a lot. You can read the whole story over there. And lastly, because my boss is here when it comes to our great moderating team, at least one half of my bosses is. Mandy's done such a great job with the Dizney side. We are looking to build our team a little bit more. We're looking for a couple moderators who'd be interested in coming in and being a part of what we do. If you are interested, reach out to me personally and we'll get you in. We have another moderator tutorial coming up very shortly, and we'd love to build our team a little bit further because as we continue to grow, we need some people. And thank you to Walking Beyond Border in honor of Kate's impact and this great channel. Well, thank you, Walking Beyond Borders, for doing that. Debbie Thuner, welcome in as well. All right, I'm going to turn things over to Stephanie in just a second. Our guest is well known in the chat with her name. She's been to several of our meetups. Incredibly generous person. Goes out with Karen, her partner in crime, I guess, and tries to do as much as she can to support the event. She comes to the event. She participates. She does the Disney bounty, the whole 9 yards. And if you sit down and actually spend a few minutes to get to know her, you realize she has a very big heart. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in on the Triple C's tonight, Miss Kate, OOO Da Lally Lane, and a dinosaur behind her. I'm not even going to talk about that dinosaur.
That's Elliot.
The dragon. Yeah.
The dragon,
It's Elliot the dragon. And then Figment the dragon next.
So many friends behind you. How are you doing tonight, Kate?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, we're excited.
I'm glad you gave me some time after the introduction because I was all blushed up.
Oh, well, we're just glad you're here. We're excited about it. Amusement Park Pirates is here, and they said, turn it over to Steph, and let's get going. So, Steph, it's your window.
All right. Welcome to the show, Kate. We're so glad you're here tonight. So would you mind taking a minute or two to share with us a short introduction about yourself so our viewers tonight can get to know you a little bit better?
So I live in the Philadelphia area. I'm about 30 miles west of Philadelphia. I have one son. He's 18, and he's going to graduate. He's a high school senior right there. So he's going to graduate and go to college next year. And I have 2 sisters, and I'm the middle, so that explains a lot.
Oh, stop. Would you stop? You're the most fun, right?
Absolutely.
I would count my pennies and make a bet on that one for sure, because you really are a lot of fun.
3 girls, right?
I do, and my middle one might be the most fun, so I don't know. It's out of the third one, I don't know. The third one seems to be.
I'd go with whichever one's inviting you down to have that shower thing. I'd go with that.
Well, that's true. That was the middle one. So see, there you go. There it is. All right. So at some point, Kate, we all find our way into this incredible Disney YouTube community. How did that journey happen for you, and what channels or creators helped introduce it to you?
Actually, strangely enough, I actually know the exact date.
Wow.
That happened because I was sick over July 4th holiday, and it was 2017. And I sent my sister, my mom, my son, everybody went to the pool party without me because I just didn't feel well. So when it got around dark time, I was like, oh, I really want to watch some fireworks. And so I asked Google where I could watch some fireworks live. And this weird thing called YouTube popped up, and Resort TV 1 was doing the fireworks live from Disney World. And I was like, wait, that's a thing? Like, people go to Disney World and watch fireworks and put it on. And I was like, oh, I am so into this. So I got addicted to Resort TV 1. And I think pretty much Josh started talking about this other channel called This and That. and I started watching them. I think that was my second channel. And then I saw Kelly as their attorney, and so I got into Myers and the Mouse.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Wow, that's great. So I think a lot of folks tended to join the community back there, right? Either right or after or before the tragedy happened. So to the world. But anyway, yep. So we're so glad you're here, and I am going to throw it over to Mandy to ask you some more interesting questions all about you.
Hi, I'm Mandy.
My name's Mason.
I'm muted.
Sometimes I go by.
Cakes is allowed to buy 7 new Legos.
It's okay.
Sorry about that. So
It's okay.
This first question is actually kind of near and dear to my heart. So music and marching band seem to have played a key role in your life. Can you tell us a little bit about how that experience impacted you and what it's meant to you personally?
Yeah, so it actually, I actually hate marching band, but at my high school, I know a lot of people are going to hate me for that. I loved concert band, but they only had, if you wanted to be a concert band, you had to be a marching band. I have a hard time doing more than one thing at one time, so deciding how many steps in what direction while playing music, that didn't work in my brain. But I actually started music in grade school. I played piano, which was all they offered. I went to Disney World in '79 with my family. We saw the Mickey Mouse Revue, which was my favorite thing in the whole world, which was Mickey conducting all of the Disney characters. And they were playing Disney music, and Minnie Mouse played a little solo on her violin of When You Wish Upon a Star. And I was like, that's it. I want to learn how to play the violin. But of course, they didn't have an orchestra in high school. So I had to learn another instrument, and can't march with a violin. And I tried flute, but I had too many buttons, and they needed a baritone horn player. And I was like, well, that has 4 buttons. I'll work with that. So they loved it. And so if somebody doesn't know, actually I played a euphonium, which is very similar to a baritone horn, but it's kind of like the cello of the horn family.
Okay.
So it's smaller than a tuba, but it's, the tone's
So
like in the cello-ish family.
Okay.
So, I mean, I really love that. I mean, we played for the president. That was really cool.
Oh, wow.
We played for Bush Sr. In Center City, Philadelphia, at the Ben Franklin Hotel. And we played Hail to the Chief. And then later we played Stars and Stripes Forever. And a quick funny story about that was when the Secret Service took our instruments like the weekend before, so that we just walked in there with ourselves. And I had a little snuffleupagus, I have no idea why, inside my case. But after the Secret Service got our stuff, my snuffleupagus was gone. So I was really upset. But I mean, I guess invisible friends could be, security problems. I don't know.
Maybe. Maybe.
Well, I'm so sorry.
Okay, you're funny.
You lost your snuffleupagus.
I know. And then because we did that, we actually got to play an invitation from the president to play on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial later the year. Which was really
wow.
cool.
That's cool. That's
wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing that with us. And actually, I'd like to switch gears for a moment and talk about something a little bit more personal. If you're comfortable sharing with us and our audience, could you discuss a couple of the challenges you faced with surgeries, illnesses, and how those experiences have led to some even bigger challenges in your life?
So I have a condition it's actually called trigeminal neuralgia, which is a big lot of words for, I have a blood vessel that lays on my 5th cranial nerve. So I maxed out on all my meds on it, and they had to do surgery. And basically everything that could have gone wrong did. And they had to put a hole in my skull to put little pillows in between a blood vessel and a nerve. So it technically wasn't brain surgery, but it was inside my skull, and I got an infection in surgery.
Oh,
Yeah. So I was supposed to be in the hospital for like 2 or 3 days, and I was in for 47. Had to have another surgery to implant a brain shunt. And when I left, I couldn't walk. I couldn't talk. I had aphasia, really bad aphasia, which is the speaking part. My eyes didn't work together anymore. It was an absolute nightmare. So I spent like 3.5 years in rehab, relearning everything. I couldn't sit in a chair that didn't have a back in it. And if people have met me before, they'll see that I use forearm crutches, which is where I'm at now. And I do use a walker once in a while, but most of the time I just prefer my crutches because it's easier to get around. But I mean, it really taught me not to take little things for granted or things for granted, and just a lot of patience and a lot of like, this is not a big deal. Okay, you can just like not get worried about little things. So kind of it.
That's a lot.
No,
And
I mean,
I'm glad
it was,
you. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said go ahead. You're fine.
No, I was 29, and I mean, it was scary because it's surgery, but they were like, oh, it's not really that big a deal. And I was like, okay, whatever. And it just, I mean, it just taught me so much about myself, that you're like really stronger than you think you are. And I mean, I wouldn't wish it on anyone, but I learned a ton. And I was able to, when I actually had a son, which is actually why I ended my my therapies about 3 or 4 months early, because surprisingly I got pregnant. And they were so excited at the rehab, they actually threw me a baby shower. So it was really cool.
That's very
because I mean, I was such a mess when I got there, and when I walked out, it was like it was a different person.
Well, I'm
You're
glad
a strong lady.
Yes, taken all those challenges and have excelled. So,
well, I mean, when you're stuck in the middle of it, it's not really a choice. You're just putting one foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
You have to do what you have to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But you can choose if you look at it positively or negatively. And a great attitude goes a long way. So,
I mean, I thought it was the most horrible, negative possible thing that could ever happen. But I don't look at it that way anymore. I think that so many good things have come out of it that it was just one more step of learning in my life. I wish I didn't have to learn it that way, but
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing.
Unfortunately, we don't get to choose that, do we?
No, we do not.
So, Pete, really quick before I hand this back to Steph, has there been any new folks that have joined us?
Yeah, we had a couple. We also want to remind everybody that you can keep up with Kate on all the links that are being dropped in for her Facebook, her Instagram. She also has a YouTube channel. Not putting a ton of content out, but it is there if you want to just be over there as well, keeping up with all things Kate. Again, we're at 76 likes. Keep pumping those likes and get up to 100. And we do want to welcome in, I saw Shelby came in, and Neri from Not So Scary Mary TV has joined us both. So welcome into both of you good folks. And with that, we'll keep things moving and say it's Steph's turn to jump back in.
Alrighty. So, Kate, let's go back to the beginning for a moment. Where did your love of Disney first start? Was it a movie, a trip to the parks, or something from your childhood that sparked that connection?
So, I mean, I saw Disney movies like everybody else when they were little. I do remember seeing The Rescuers at a drive-in movie theater. But Yeah, we as a family had a pop-up trailer, and we drove on right down to Florida to stay for 2 weeks for 6 summers starting in 79. I was 5, and I just fell in love. I it was I mean, as a 5-year-old, anybody who has gone it when they were that little, it really was a truly magic, because you never saw anything like it. You
Yeah.
had no comprehension that, anything like that in the world existed. I remember going into the tiki room, and didn't want to be in there because I thought the birds were going to poop on my head. And, I mean, it sounds so stupid, but as a 5-year-old, you're like, and then actually my older sister got really in trouble because, right as the show was starting and they were waking up the birds, she was like, "They're not real, stupid." And my dad just grabbed her hand and like marched her out. And then I was like, "Oh, okay, well, now she's in trouble too. That's funny too." She was 8, so she was like super mature. I'm annoyed because her 2 little sisters were like, embarrassing, and I thought the birds were gonna poop on my head. But
Hey, you never know.
we actually went later in that first trip to SeaWorld, and my mom said that it was hysterical because she had to keep telling us no, that these animals were actually real. There was the country bears, and we were like, no, 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 they're not real. And then you go to Carousel of Progress, and the dog's not real, the people aren't real, the people in Haunted Mansion aren't real, the people in Pirates aren't real. So we went to SeaWorld, and we were like, oh, sorry. We went to SeaWorld, and we were like, oh, these are not real. And she's like, no, 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 these animals are real. So you got to be very specific.
It's like everything you thought you've already figured out in life, but then, gosh darn it, these parks just throw your brain for a loop, huh?
Especially as a 5-year-old.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Like for kids, gosh, you think you got it down pat by age 5, but who knew, right? All right, so yeah. So our relationship with Disney tends to evolve as we grow and go through different stages in our life. How has the way that you plan and enjoy your Disney trips changed over time? And what are the things that you find yourself most excited about now when you go to Disney compared to when you were younger?
So I think there's been pretty much 3, well, maybe 4 different, when I was little and I went with my family, then as I became a parent and I went with my son, and probably even a little bit before that when I would go as an adult without a child. Both my sisters had DVC, so I stayed in a lot of the DVC resorts. Of course, the sun is just beating me right in the eyeballs right now. And then now it's, there's also for me the difference between going as a totally able-bodied person to a more challenged person. I mean, I walk with my crutches through the parks for most of the time, so it's not like that huge a problem for me. I don't have strength problems. I have balance and coordination problems. So mostly it helps me not fall down and be faster. The only time I really use a scooter is if it's going to keep raining and then I can't keep my hands dry, which will then give me blisters on my hands. But I think now, since I've become a part of this big community, I actually go down to see my friends more than I go down to do the parks. So I think that's kind of happened to a lot of us. I actually, the last, I think, 5 times I've been in Florida, I have not even entered a park.
Oh, wow.
So, which in years past would have never happened because I was all about the parks and running around the parks and getting on every ride and seeing everything. So,
Hey, it can save you some money though, huh?
it does.
Yeah.
There you go.
But we also get to see lots of friends, the ones who live down there and the ones we coordinate with going to see. and it's a totally different experience, but it's even better, at least as far as I'm concerned.
Awesome.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and people who understand that, yes, I'm going to Disney World again, and it's okay. And I am an adult, and Disney is not only for kids.
Absolutely.
But I'm sure you've all heard that before. You're going again?
A little bit. A little bit.
Alrighty. So I think we are going to head over to Pete, and he's going to talk about the beverage of the week that you chose for this week.
Yeah, I said I'd jump in on Beverage of the Week to help out on this one to keep the show flowing and going. Also want to welcome in the Thibodeaus are both here. Gloria and Jason have joined us. Welcome, friends. Also, Miss Karen Cook is in the house with us tonight. Good to see you. And Monorail Mollie joined us to jump in, say hello, and she hit a like and spanked the like. I need you guys to spank it. Need you to spank it as well because we're at 80 some likes trying to get up to 100. Kate, there also has been a lot of really nice comments put into the chat throughout the night. Many probably you haven't had a chance to see because they've been going so quick. So definitely after the show renders, definitely go back and check out some of these comments.
Yeah,
There's been some really good ones in there for that. So love that. The drink of the week this week that we're going to talk about that Kate picked is a unique drink. And we'll ask her to talk about it because it's unique and it's there only for a very limited amount of time. So this is not one that you can get all the time. You got to be on your toes to get it. You can't go down there like Surfer Girl and be doing shots of tequila at the bar all the time. You got to go look for this drink, which is really cool. And there's the Aloha. He says, this is called the Tropical Flower. Kate, I'm going to ask you to tell us a little bit about it over there at the Aloha aisle.
Sure. So I actually don't drink alcohol. So I picked a non-alcoholic drink for anybody else who is out there. But this drink is so amazing that everyone would like it if they can find it. It is a lime citrus swirl swirled with vanilla. Ooh. And then it's floated in pineapple juice. And it is so amazing and refreshing and just so yummy. If they ever have it when I'm there, I try to get one super first early in the morning and then like right before I'm going to go at the end of the night because it's the only time they have it, if they have it. So it's really, really good. And it's like, like it's not super sugary and sweet. It's just super refreshing.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, we're going to talk about this because this line sounds amazing. Welcome into Zippity Doo Doug, who's here, our partner channel, and also All Aboard with Blake. I'll go to Steph first. Steph, have you ever tried a lime citrus swirl over there and wrapped in goodness with vanilla and dipped in some pineapple?
I have not, but it sounds wonderful. And at first when you were describing it, Kate, I thought, oh, I bet it's really sweet. But I'm glad to hear it's not. Yeah. So that I am always looking for something that's refreshing and not too overly sweet, unless it's like Dole Whip, but then it can be. But you know what I mean.
So I can tell you that one place that they always have lime, the citrus swirl, is at Old Key West because they serve the citrus swirl as like a key lime pie. Not as a pie, but as like a snack. Okay. And I'm going to get a lot of hate mail for this, but I actually like the lime citrus swirl more than I like the Dole Whip. But it's a close second with Dole Whip.
It's okay.
Hey, to each their own.
Really yummy. Yeah. It's
to
really
each their
good.
Own. Absolutely. Okay. Mandy, how about you? What do you think about that as Yoo-hoo has joined us? What do you think about that lime citrus? It sounds pretty good.
It does sound delicious, and I hadn't heard of it until this conversation. So my question is when is it available? Is it just a random
there or not? I don't know.
Okay.
I hate to tell you that. I don't know. Every time I go there, I'm like, do you have it? And they're like, oh, we either don't or don't. So one thing that can give you a clue is if they're serving the lime citrus swirl.
Okay.
Good to know. Okay.
All right, go for my Dole Whip. I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Absolutely. It sounds great. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
No worries.
Kate, appreciate that. Let's do a trivia question. Kate, if you get this right, your prize tonight is you get one of the hangout nights in all black leotards for a Regina Erie, Jennifer Caruso sneak into the shops type hangout. So that's what you're going to get.
Wow, that sounds so exciting.
So if you get this right, you're going to be in black leotards.
I
All right.
cannot wait.
What is the name? What is the name of Prince Eric's dog in The Little Mermaid?
Oh my gosh. I totally know this.
Fly girl, hello, welcome in. I'll allow you to ask one of the counterparts up there if you want to phone a friend.
Don't ask me. I'm just saying.
Can I consult Google?
No,
I do know Google.
Look in the chat.
Hold on, I might have an idea.
What?
Is it Max?
Yes,
it is Max.
That's it.
That's correct.
That's it.
That's
I knew it, but I just couldn't.
And
I couldn't
she
grab
knew
it.
it was Max because Lily is cheating. I know Lily's cheating. I know flat out. I'm calling it.
Well, you know what?
Lily,
She was just trying. She was my lifeline. That's what I was
cheating.
Oh no. I did not authorize that.
Lily consulted Google. No, Lily was all over Google, Moogle, tell Uncle Bob, ask her mom, call her dad, all of them. I know it.
I disagree.
I know.
She is an absolute Disney encyclopedia. The girl knows her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That was not a Haunted Mansion question. I'm not buying that. So,
it doesn't matter.
Well, congratulations. You're going to get up in black leotards and hang out for one night. I
don't know if anybody wants to see that.
So, there you go. There you go.
Spaceship Beers might be excited about that.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
don't know anything about that.
Let's go over to Mandy, and we're going to keep moving here because this is one of my favorite parts here. Lily says, I did not cheat. I was her helper. Cheated. Okay, Lily says she was her helper.
She was my lifeline. You said I could call a friend. I was going to call a friend, but you just wrecked it.
All right, let's go in and let's find out. Let's find out some of these favorites. Mandy, where are we going? What route? What are we going to find out tonight about Kate?
Okay, so we get to do some rapid fire Disney questions. So I'm going to throw something out. First thing that comes to mind, let us know. So some of your Disney favorites. Park to attend.
Believe it or not, it's the Magic Kingdom, but I think it's nostalgic because when I first went, that's all there was.
Okay. Cool. So from all of the parks combined, top 3 rides.
Ooh.
So Rise of the Resistance, Thunder Mountain, which both could be both at Disney World or Disneyland. Because I did get to go to Disneyland one time with my son. And I would really have to say Radiator Springs Racers in California Adventure.
Oh, cool. I haven't done that yet. Cool.
Oh, it is so awesome. It's 1,000 times better than the Epcot ride. And it's just, you cannot, I mean, every themed land in any Disney park is amazing. When you walk into Cars Land, it is the best theming I have ever seen in any place anywhere in Disney, even over Batuu.
Okay.
And it isn't just because I met the Imagineer who did it. It literally blew us away. And it was also one of my son's favorite movies when he was little. And it was really just absolutely amazing.
Okay.
All right. Next is character meet and greet.
I really, really, really loved Sorcerer Mickey. And it always takes a great picture.
Good call.
That's a good one. Okay, Disney song.
All right, this one's going to be a little bit out there for some people, but I absolutely loved Illumination's Reflections of Earth. And that song that they sang, We Go On, it's also called The Promise, I think. Absolutely love that song. But if it was from a movie, I would probably say Feed the Birds.
Okay. Good ones.
Okay. Favorite Disney movie?
I would say this is going to be super shocking to people. Robin Hood, and then also I really love Mary Poppins.
Okay.
Well, Robin Hood is an underrated one. I love it.
Super underrated. OOO Da Lally.
Okay, spot to relax or people watch anywhere on property.
That would most likely be. It sounds just so boring, but either Main Street or the Hub. Just watching people come in for the first time and see the castle, especially the kids and the families. It's just there's nothing like it. Especially if
Robin.
you've seen it so many times. I'm so sorry about this light. It's crazy. But it's it's like almost reliving it, the first time you saw it.
Okay.
Oh, see those special moments. Okay. So, favorite resort to stay at?
Oh, 100% Wilderness Lodge.
Yes. I agree with you on that one too. Okay, favorite restaurant on property?
Oh, so this was a new one to me. I just went there the first time in September, and it was Yachtsman's Steakhouse at the Yacht Club.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Especially if someone else is paying.
Amen to that.
Oh, okay. Well, snack of choice on property.
So I absolutely love Mickey waffles. So sometimes you can get them at Sleepy Hollow. But if you can't, there's this other place in the Springs that has this thing called Bubble Waffles that is close second, and I love strawberries and vanilla ice cream, so I'm not a chocolate person, which is so weird to so many people, but I love strawberries and vanilla, and they have this really amazing bubble waffle thing that you can never eat by yourself, but you have to throw half of it away, but it's still yummy.
Nice.
That sounds delicious. Okay.
It's really
Disney nighttime show.
so I will have to go back to Illuminations Reflections of Earth. Not only do I just think that show was so meaningful and profound, but the music was unbelievably outstanding, and it's actually my ringtone for my phone, the finale. But I guess for one that's playing now, it would definitely be Fantasmic.
Cool.
That's a good one. Okay. Disney holiday or season at the park?
I think for overall decorations and the resorts and everything, it has to be Christmas. But for the party, I actually like the Halloween party more.
Okay.
Okay. And last but definitely not least, favorite Disney iconic landmark.
Oh, I'm only allowed to have one answer for this, so it has to be Spaceship Earth. Because otherwise, I mean, it is completely unique too. Because there's castles at other parks, but I think if I said anything else, that I might have problems.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing
He's so
some of the.
confused. He has no idea what I'm talking about.
Oh, thank you for sharing some of those favorites with us.
No
Pete,
problem.
have we had anybody else join that we need to say hi to?
Rob UK Dizdad joined us. So Rob coming over middle of the night for him. Appreciate you being here,
Oh
buddy.
my gosh, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Steph, let's keep this going. We're having a great interview tonight with Kate.
All right. So, Miss Kate, you've been a part of many of the community meetups and events that bring everyone together in person. What makes those experiences so meaningful for you, and what do you take away from them each time?
So it's so strange to walk into a place where you don't know anyone. For the first two meetups I went to, I actually went to one for Dizney before I went to Pete's. It was in the same year, but and you don't know anybody there except for the hosts, of course. But you actually know everybody because you're in the chats, and so it's a very odd acknowledgement that you know this person but you don't know them, And it's like meeting someone that you've always known or that you have known for a long time, but you just never know what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
And, like I always, when we're talking about Pete's meetup or somebody's doing a meetup, if you're hesitant, just try it because it's so much fun. And you get to meet all of these people that you already know, even though you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And they have all the same likes that you have, and they love Disney. And like Pete's meetup's great because we go and we don't even necessarily do Disney stuff. We just
Mm-hmm.
go and have a great time and go to meals and go to a baseball game or go bowling, and it's just an absolute blast. And it's just with people and are friendly with. But I mean, clearly, I'm not a shy person, so I get along with pretty much everybody. But um, even if you are shyer, you're going to realize that people, even though you don't know them. And so just just try it once. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it. But I bet you're going to have a blast. And every single thing I've been to, and I've been to one This and That meetup, which was the only one they ever had. I've been to all 5 of Pete's because he's just only an hour and a half from me. I've been to 3 or 4 um, Give Kids the World events, which again, if you have the opportunity to go to that, now, of course, you can watch it on TV, and if you can't afford or can't take time off work or whatever, it's awesome to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But the Village is such a I don't want to sound dramatic by saying life-changing place to go, but it really and truly is. It's very emotional. It's very there's just a different feeling there um, of joy and just hope that you can't experience when you're watching TV. And I just really recommend that if you can do it, even if you only could do it once, or I mean, I've driven down from Pennsylvania to do it 3 times. And that's all we did was go to the Give Kids the World event because it's really that much fun and it's that rewarding. And it's sort of like a mini meetup, even though you will not have as much time to talk with um, the guests that are there, which is really nice that Pete last year and then again this year has had like a meetup. Well, he did it the same day this year, this past year, but next year it's going to be the day after, which I think is going to be better
And
because you'll have more time to talk to people.
the one in December, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Awesome. All right. So, my second question, as part of the Disney community, we all build some really special moments and memories along the way. Could you share some of your favorite Disney moments, maybe from a unique event or special interaction with a cast member, something like that that really meant a lot to you?
Well, I have one really quick funny story. When I took my son and he was 5, he was terrified to go on Haunted Mansion. So on that trip, my mom took us, and so we did sort of a child swap. But because they slid the belt for me when I get on, we were at the exit. So when he was in his stroller and we were chatting, waiting for Grandma to get off the ride, and all of a sudden he just started kicking people, and I was like, what are you doing? Why would you do that? That's so mean." And he said, "Mom, I'm making sure they're not ghosts."
Oh, wow. That was clever.
My really and truly favorite experience I've ever had at Disney was also with my son. Um, he was 2 when my sister took us. And my son has mild autism, so he didn't speak until he was almost 4. But he had speech therapy, and he knew some sign language, and he made up his own signs and things. So we went on. He really loved animals. We had to have a talk with him before we went that you couldn't go near any water because there might be alligators in the water. And then of course he wanted to meet an alligator. But so we went on It's a Small World, and he was really excited because he was like, there's alligators in the water. He kept doing this and then pointing to the water. And we're like, no, not this water. There's no alligators in the water. And he kept saying, yeah, there's alligators in the water. And he was talking to the people behind us in the boat ride, asking if there's alligators in the water. There's no alligators in the water. So, and he was asking if there were any other animals he would see. And I was like, yeah, just wait. You're going to see other animals. And he would ask about these different animals. So I'm like, you gotta wait. So we would go through and he would see an animal and he would, do whatever his motion was for the animal or the noise or whatever. And so we get to all the way through and he's telling all the people in the boat about all the different animals and pointing them out. And they were like, oh my God, he's so cute. And we get to the end of the ride and he was so sad and he started doing this, which if you know any sign language is more. And he wanted more. So the cast member at the exit understood his sign language, which to him was really, really odd because pretty much nobody except the family understood what he was saying. Mm-hmm. And the cast member said, oh, do you really like it? Do you want to go in again? And he was like, yeah. So he was so excited. They said, well, just go ahead. You can go again. So we went around again. He got a whole new boatload of guests to give the tour to. The first thing he always started out with at that point was that there was no alligators in the water because on the way through the ride, he learned that there were no alligators in the water. The alligators were in the rain. Because if you remember, that the crocodile has an umbrella right near the end. So that the alligator's in the rain. So we went around a second time. And we came out and he was doing more again. And I was like, oh gosh, I can't do this anymore. My sister's like, no, I am so done. I'm going on Haunted Mansion, whatever. So I said, and the cast member said, he can go again if he wants. And I was like, oh geez. So as he went out to all the guests again, what all the animals are, I'm like, every time he says an animal, I'm like, we are getting off this ride. It doesn't matter. No matter what, we're getting off this ride. So we went around again. He told them all the animals, and we're coming around after the third time. And I'm like getting off this ride. And we come around and there's 5 or 6 cast members up on the bridge and they're all doing this and laughing hysterical because they knew I was done. Because I had just gone 3 times around. And he was like, yeah. So they're like, oh, well, now you have to go. And I was like, oh my gosh. So we went around for the 4th time, and the whole time, everything that he was saying, I'm like, no, we are getting off this ride. There's no way after this ride, I am not going on this ride again. This is it. So for 4 times around, I went on It's a Small World for almost a straight hour with my son, who couldn't speak a word, giving like a jungle cruise tour to the members of our boat on It's a Small World. So wow. I don't ever want to hear anybody or Doug or anybody else complain about going on that ride because wow, I put my time in on that ride. It was done. But that was just like the funniest, sweetest thing. And I just think that the cast members are awesome. And I love that they have been teaching. They even have been teaching some of the cast members, including the beautiful princesses, have been learning sign language too. And I think that's really great for, deaf or, have language problems.
Wow. That's great. Thank you for sharing that. That was a wonderful story. That was.
As long as you weren't writing, it was a wonderful story.
It was a lesson in patience for moms, right? All right. Yeah. So Pete, did you want to jump in?
Yeah, just want to, we can welcome in Jalea, welcome in. We can welcome into our good friend Mark Langenkamp came in, our good friend Surf Bum John, and also who else? Barbara Jimenez also came in and joined us. So welcome in, friends. Glad that you're here. Make sure you're hitting that like tonight. We're 10 away from going over triple digits, and all the links for our guests and all her socials are in the chat as well. And I think we're going to talk some favorite channels with Mandy, I think.
We are. So we each ask our guests to share with us some content that they love. So Kate has shared with us 3 of her favorite channels. One of those being Retro WDW. Next is Lily's Life. And then Grand and Miraculous. So, Kate, could you tell us a little bit about why you like each of these creators? And we'll start here at Grand and Miraculous.
So, if anybody hasn't watched John's show, it's a super in-depth look at usually one specific ride or attraction. Um, and since he has like a lot of Disney family connections, there's a lot of background stories that you may not have heard before. Um, and he does like a crazy amount of research. And I like geek out on all that stuff. It might not be everybody's cup of tea, and I get that. But if you are really into how the attractions and the shows and all have come to be, and the the Imagineers that have been behind the work, and how they, went from concept to actually a built thing that we ride and love, then Grand and Miraculous is a really great show for that.
Oh, well, thank you for sharing that one with us. And next, we've got Lily's Life.
Well, I mean, Lily and I are like besties. I know someone else who, well, some other people on this channel speaking may also be besties. I first met Lily probably 3 years ago. And she is just a sparkling light, and I love her. Um, we, I mean, I don't even know, like the joy and fun that we have when we're together is just and it's just the way she is. She laughs and giggles, and um, she's an only child, but she's really a middle child because she's just like me and, always up to her best behavior with a little naughtiness involved. But
Violent
it's the
ninja.
kind of naughtiness. What?
Violent ninja.
No, she isn't. I think that you haven't been involved in some of that altercation. I'm not sure, but
I was hit with metal objects. That's a ninja throwing stars.
maybe you deserved it. Were you misbehaving?
Nope, not at all.
Somebody has to keep you in line.
Okay. Well, I don't think Lily owns any stars to throw at people, but we'll move on to definitely our last but not least channel, Retro WDW.
So, Retro WDW has a very unique thing that they do. They're into the history of Walt Disney World and how it came to be. They are also the people who run the Lake Buena Vista Historical Society. One of the things they're really, really interested in doing is saving and restoring old 8mm and 16mm films that people took while they were in the parks in the early years. It's very hard to do that with video because most of us, when we were using video cameras, because we were wanted them to last for a long time, would put them on SLP, which was like super long play. So the amount of actual data that's on the videotape is not as significant as when you took a film, a movie film of it. So they have a lot of old films that they restore. They also put on the Retro Magic convention, which I was lucky enough to attend this past September, which was super fun if you're a total Disney World geek. And we got to meet, and get autographs from a lot of different Imagineers, and just hear the stories about, all kinds of crazy stories about them not knowing what to do sometimes. Like, I met Tom Nabby, who was like one of the heads of Walt Disney World construction, and he was talking about how it was so hard to get into the construction sites at the Poly and at the Contemporary because they were safety sealed or whatever you want to call it by the steel company. And so he was like, well, when I needed to get over there to do something, I just walked the monorail line. He would literally walk on the monorail track from the Magic Kingdom because there were no monorails yet. And he would just walk across the monorails all the way over to the Poly or to the, and then one time he had another team member. He was like, well, just because you had to get like permission to get into the site like 24, 48 hours beforehand. And he's like, I didn't have time for that. I just walked the monorail line. And
Well,
we were
those are
like, oh my
those are
gosh.
3 good channels. John does an excellent job with his breakdowns.
Yeah.
WDW Retro brings a lot of great information, and Lily's show with Andy. Let's go ride. Right, it's two episodes so far, and they're both
Yeah, I can't wait
fantastic.
to see what else they're doing.
And apparently she thinks she's doing Little Mermaid on her next one, but Pete's not riding. So there we go. I'm terrified of fish, so we're not doing that. I think I didn't have anybody else come in that I wanted to highlight. A lot of great comments again, a lot of great interactivity by the chat, and we appreciate that. So let me throw it over to Steph for just a quick highlights of today's show.
Of course. All right, we had an amazing show tonight learning all about Kate. Here are some of the highlights. Tonight's interview with OOO Da Lally and Kate was truly enjoyable. Kate was kind enough to share a glimpse into the story of who she is, opening up about unique moments and experiences from her past that helped shape the person that she is today. It was wonderful to hear about her journey, her perspective, and the experiences that have influenced her along the way. It was truly enjoyable to hear Kate share the story of where her love for Disney first began and how that connection has grown over the years. Listening to her talk about the Disney community as a whole and how the way that the way that she experiences Disney has evolved throughout different stages of her life as well, and it's made for a really fun and meaningful conversation. It was truly touching to hear Kate open up and to share the story behind the medical challenges that she's faced. Her willingness to talk about those difficult moments gave us a deeper understanding of the strength and resilience that has shaped who she is today.
Yeah.
Hearing how those experiences played such an important role in her life made the conversation incredibly meaning for everybody who was watching. To finish up our discussion tonight with Kate, it was wonderful to get a glimpse into her Disney life by hearing about some of her favorite Disney experiences and the things that mean the most to her. It was also great to talk to her about the importance of relationships that she's built through her participation in community events and meetups. And I encourage everyone to head over to the comment section when we wrap it up here and let us know what you think. We truly care, and we'd like to hear all the wonderful things that you may have to say.
I love that. Love that. Love that. Let's chat about next week's guest. Next week's guest coming up. Miss Mandy, can we talk about that for a second?
Yes. So next week, we're excited to welcome someone who has recently become a very active and familiar face within our Disney community. She has quickly made an impact as a dedicated viewer and supporter across many channels, bringing positivity and encouragement wherever she goes. She's also lending her incredible talents to the community as a sponsor for the upcoming Maryland meetup, creating some amazing, and I mean amazing, crocheted characters that everyone is going to love. Many of you may also recognize her from appearing on our Two Truths and a Lie segment here on the channel, which I hear is a lot of fun. And then outside of Disney, she's already a content creator in her own right, and we're looking forward to talking to her about that journey as well. Recently, she's also started dipping her toes into creating Disney content from the parks, which will make for great conversation. So we are excited to have with us next week Miss Debbie F. Cook.
Debbie F. Cook. It's going to be a fun show. Love that. Love that. All right. Before we go to final thoughts and close things out, just a couple points of reference from tonight. First off, we want to say thank you to Kate and sitting in here tonight and sharing her story with us, opening up about the challenges of her medical challenges and disability, coming from someone who knows talking about disabilities is not easy. Whenever you're willing to share that out, it's a beautiful thing for those. And I appreciate so many nice comments and well received and support for Kate in the chat tonight. Last week, of course, we did remind you that Dutchyland was on the show. We had some great shows with them in our last recent show. You can check them out. And of course, as Mandy just recapped, Debbie will be here coming up. You can keep up with all the Triple C stuff on our Instagram. We'd love for you to be following over there. Jen does a great job every week of highlighting it and can keep you up to date with every guest that we have coming. All of the shows for the ladies are out on the podcast platform right here on YouTube. You can listen to any show all the way back. 120 some shows, absolutely amazing. And of course, the Triple C show would like to remind everybody that the Dialogue show is now out on everything podcast platform, Apple, iHeartRadio, all of them, and the Triple C's soon to follow as soon as I can get a little bit of time. And tonight's show, Insomniacs, will probably be closer to 11 o'clock tonight. We're going to highlight some new channels. A couple of them were in here tonight visiting with us, but we're going to highlight 5 new channels tonight. We got some great stuff to talk about. It'll be after the baseball game, so I hope that you will come over and hang out with us for that right here on Disney and Some Nights, your late night hangout for a good time. Final thoughts of the night, we always like to do. So I will start with Miss Stephanie, and you can go first tonight. Your final thought of the night.
And Pete, I wanted to say something about the show for tonight, the Insomniacs. So since we went forward, instead of it feeling like 11 o'clock tonight, it'll only feel like 10 o'clock, right?
No, it's the exact
Correct.
opposite. You basically just told you basically just told everybody not to come and go to bed.
No. I was thinking everybody would be like, oh, I'm not ready to go to bed, so let's stay up and watch Pete all night. Why can't I get this right? Okay. Final thought is not about the time change. Okay. Kate, thank you so much for being here tonight. We had a wonderful time. I feel privileged to be able to interview you and to have met you several years ago and seen you at least two, maybe 3 of the meetups so far. And I look forward to seeing you again this July. I'm hoping you're still coming. And thanks a lot also for donating so many of the gifts too that we give away at the meetup at Pete's too. So we appreciate you and Karen doing that too. So
absolutely.
Thanks so much.
Karen taught me how to shop.
Thank you. There you go. Mandy. Hi, I'm Mandy. Kate really doesn't have a tractor. It's all AI.
The mute button is getting me tonight. So, Kate, it's been an absolute pleasure to finally get a chance to talk to you and to get to learn even more about you. I know we've chatted in different chats on different channels, but this is an amazing opportunity, and I love your just positive outlook on life, the humor that you bring to everything. And I will say this: the fact that you survived 4 rounds on Small World back to back to back, you are my hero.
Well,
that's going to be my claim to fame. Nice. If I had to go before the good Lord, he's going to go, well, I mean, she did 4 years, 4 rides in a row. There's nothing else.
There you go. Very well done, Mandy. Very nice. You and Steph. Kate, how about you? Final thought of the night?
I just really thank you guys for inviting me on. I mean, I don't really have a channel. I'm just one of the very grateful watchers and supporters of the community. But I love that you guys focus on us too sometimes, because, we're also super Disney lovers, and it's cool to, not for myself clearly because I know me, but meeting other people that necessarily aren't able to get to the meetups or whatever, and getting to know people that I talk to in the chats. And I thank you guys for doing that. And it's been really fun. And thank you again for all your time. And I appreciate it.
Absolutely. For my final thought of the night, my first thing I want to say is I'm so appreciative of this chat and every person who's still in here right now at 48 watching, and all those who have watched throughout the night, because I saw a lot of what we're looking for. Before before we did this show, the ladies know this, that I was a little set back, I guess is the word. Emotionally set back. I watched Adam's celebration of life, and Adam was a friend. Adam was an inspiration to me, but one of the things they talked about was Adam's circle of goodness, which he talked about a lot. And I know I pull a little bit from Adam. I've looked at some of my streams in the past and said, "Wow, there's an influence." But Adam used to talk about circle of goodness, and where I stole the power of positivity was from Adam from his earlier videos. And tonight I saw that in our chat. I saw so many wonderful comments about Kate and her being here. I saw so many incredible, caring comments to Kate when she was talking about, obviously a medical tragedy that changed her life, where people could have just gone a different route. And most importantly, too, tonight I've seen so much enthusiasm and happiness of everybody chatting with each other, saying hello to people. This is what our life should be about the positivity
Exactly.
and happiness of what this all brings. And it's what these two ladies on the screen at the top, and Jen, Tina, and Dame, and my other broadcasters, Doug and Cakes and Kenny and Jenny, and April, all try to do on this channel on a regular basis, and Mousehawk. So thank you. That's my first call. Secondly, I thank Kate for opening things. What is Lily doing now? What trouble is she starting now? I thank Kate for coming on and opening up and sharing with us tonight. And to back up Steph's point, she stole my thunder, which is a good thing. I like when the girls steal my thunder. We are so grateful for your support of the meetup. You've always been supportive to this channel, you and Karen both, through ever since day one when I started it. And you guys came through like superheroes last year. And not just the fact of the donation, it's the fact of the time that you put in to go around to get it and then to drive it all down here. It was a lot more than just walking down. So I thank you for that. And finally, finishing out here, this show started out kind of where Kate brought it up. She says, "Hey, thank you for not forgetting about us, just the people that are here. There's many of you in the chat. We're looking for you to be a part of this community. If you would like to be a moderator, I talked about that earlier, you could reach out and be a part of it. If you're interested in being a guest on one of the shows that we do here, reach out, because this channel is a community channel." It was when Steph and Jen and Angela at the time sat down, one of their first points of reflection was, I want this show to not just be about people that are the creators that have followers and driving subs. I want it to also be about the people in the community that make those subs, that build these channels so that they can be more than a name. And so to Steph and to Jen, who's not here, and to Angela, who's no longer with us, hats off, because once again, you win tonight. We'll finish up with this. Very simple. We'll be back next Sunday night with another great show. I'll be live tonight. Yes, Kate.
I would just like to announce that my trunk is full from Kohl's.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you. God, I can't wait to see you come down and drop it off. That's awesome. Thank you very much.
I have to make you a list first.
There you go. We'll be back next Sunday night. I'll be back later tonight, close to 11 o'clock. I got 5 new channels. One of them, who's been in here the whole show, the Park Bopper, is going to be one of our featured. Come on over and find out about the Park Bopper tonight. We'd appreciate it. Find somebody, tell them they matter in your life. Pick up the phone, call them, text them, shoot an email, shoot a DM. It's never too late to say hello. Hey, I'm thinking of you, and tell somebody they're special, because you never want to be sitting back saying, I wish I would have could have done that as we go. With that, I was going to bring Paul on, but unfortunately, Kate talked too much, so we're out of time. It just happens that way. It's a shame. I was really going to bring him on. I had him lined up. He was right there in the green room. Oh, look, he just took his shirt off.
You got a smile that makes the sun rise.